Hey, Kiko. Actually, we all discussed about this as a family, and I think it'll be more fun for you to go someplace new than going to your father's place. So when you get home, let's start preparing for your move. Hey, you guys aren't planning to take care of him anyway, right? In that case, I'll take care of him as my own family. Excuse me, how can a girl like you working as a hostess and raise a child? You never get it. Especially since you prioritize family members who are only biologically related to you.
My mom raised me on her own while working as a nurse until I was 6, but she suddenly passed away due to her sickness. At the time, the reality hadn't sunk in yet for me.
Are you enjoying the TV?
He's my stepdad. He left home right after I was born.
Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? Oh, what are you going to do with him?
Well, I don't plan on taking care of him.
How about the child? Oh, so we're not sure if he's going to choose to be a doctor or not. In any case, having him would destroy our family tradition.
That's true. Actually, my wife was against the idea too. It's a weight off my shoulders to hear you both say that. Let me get in touch with the appropriate place regarding this issue.
And I'll go talk to him about it.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Actually, we all discussed about this as a family, and I think it'll be more fun for you to go someplace new and then going to your father's place. So when this is all over, let's start preparing for your move. Oh, what a dirty way to treat a child. I have chills just listening to your conversations.
Noah, why are you here?
It's only normal for me to be here at my sister-in-law's funeral. What? Did you come here just to ask for money? Money? What the heck are you talking about? I'm quite popular with my customers, Anyway, about Cajun. You guys aren't planning to take care of him anyway, right? In that case, I'll take care of him as my own family. Excuse me, how can a girl like you who, working as a hostess, raise a child? You'd never get it. Especially since you prioritize family members who are only biologically related to you.
All right, then you take care of him.
You're leaving that boy with her. She's a disgrace to our family.
I don't really care. Instead, I'm not going to pay all those fees that I've been paying my ex-wife for guiding that boy, all right? You're fine with that, right?
Unfortunately for you, I'm not struggling financially, so I'm fine without your money.
If people find out that we abandoned that boy somewhere else, I'll worry about what people would say about us. So if anything happens, we can blame everything on her. So it's a win-win situation for us, right?
That's true, you're right.
You're smart as always, honey.
Well, take care.
You're always welcome at our house. It's unbelievable how they could just change their attitudes like that.
And that's how my aunt took me in. I'll never forget those smiles on their faces.
Oh, I'm sorry for the room being dirty. I want to eat something. I remember my sister-in-law mentioning that you like omelet rice. How is it? Is it good?
Yeah, but Mom's omelet rice is better.
I'm sorry. I should have asked your mom about the recipe. Well, that makes sense. His mom suddenly passed away. It's normal not to be okay with everything that happened.
Even at a young age, I knew that my mom was gone.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's a good day to exercise and be active. Let's play tag together. Things often don't turn out the way you want it to, huh?
Oh?
You're not going to play with your mom?
She's not my mom!
Then your friend?
She isn't my friend.
Then maybe you're like me.
I
only have my daddy. What's your name?
I am Keiichi.
I'm Yui. I'm glad he made a friend, huh? He's not that very shy.
Let's go on the slide!
Sure.
I got along well with you at the park and we became friends, but I couldn't open up to my aunt the same way I did to Yui.
I wonder who it is.
Hey, is everything going okay?
Well, yes.
From the sound of it, things aren't going so well, huh? It's not too late, We can take that boy too.
These things take time. You guys are the ones who abandoned your responsibilities, so I need you to let me handle this.
What's wrong? You look down. You can't show yourself like that to your customer.
I can only be like this because it's you, Ogi-san.
That's very kind of you. Well, what's troubling you?
Actually, I took in my sister-in-law's son, and I'm taking care of him. And my sister-in-law passed away after getting sick.
What? Well, that's something. Why did you make that decision? I mean, you don't usually go that far unless you're really desperate.
Actually, I was always asking my sister-in-law for advice about work and stuff. And without making a face, she always told me that she was going through the same thing as me. and that we should both do our best.
Wow, she was so kind. Yet the world really is cruel, huh?
It really is. Neither my brother nor my parents wanted to take care of him. I owe a lot to my sister-in-law, and I didn't want her son to be unhappy. So that's why I decided to take care of him.
I see. That's so you know it, Sean. Then why don't you just tell him how you feel?
Tell him how I feel.
I'm sure that he's really confused right now, especially since everything suddenly changed for him, and now he's living in a new environment with you. Even if you tell him, he probably won't understand everything. But it's really important to try and tell him how you feel.
I see you're right. Thank you, Oji-san.
All I can do is request for champagnes and listen to your problems.
Then I'll give you discount for the champagne bottle.
Sounds good.
I'm home. Oh, you're still up. I have something to tell you. Let me tell you the reason why I want to take care of you.
My aunt spoke carefully about her memories of my mom and her feelings for her. I still remember that day, even now. As an adult, I'll never forget my aunt's sad look, and also a look that showed how it was nostalgic for her. Talking about some of the memories she had with my mom.
I'm sorry for being so sudden. Please don't bottle up your feelings and just say anything that comes to your mind, okay?
Keiichi, do you have any favorite snacks?
I like potato chips.
Me too. I love those seaweed and salt-flavored potato chips. Are you okay? Did something happen? Did something happen with your mom?
She's not my mom.
Even if she's not your mom, she still wants to be friends with you, Keiichi. You should be nicer to her. I'm sure that she loves you.
I don't know how to be nice to her.
Why don't you just talk to her?
Talk to her? Huh? Can I have a tissue?
Sorry you had a runny nose. Here, blow your nose. Take your time.
My nose hurts.
I'm sorry. I guess I squeezed it too tight.
From that day on, I started asking you for advice on how to open up to my aunt. Yui and I went to the same elementary school and middle school. And before I knew it, we began talking about different things other than my aunt. A few years later, I want to play soccer.
You should. You're a fast runner. Keiichi.
But I feel awkward talking to her about it.
But why don't you try? I'm sure she'll support you. You're in middle school now, so just be honest with your feelings.
I'm home.
Welcome back.
I need to tell you something. I want to play soccer.
What? That's great. You should.
I don't need soccer cleats and other things.
There's no need for you to worry about that. After all, my customers love me.
Thank you very much.
Oh, come on. You don't have to thank me like that. I can still feel some distance from him.
It was still difficult for me to open up to my aunt even in middle school. I also went through puberty, so it was even more complicated. I started playing soccer and made friends, but unlike everyone else, no one came to pick me up after the practices. I started playing soccer and made friends, but unlike everyone else, no one came to pick me. Even after entering high school, I didn't quit playing soccer.
Hey, KG. When's the soccer game?
You're busy with your work, so it's fine.
Huh? But I want to see it.
Our team doesn't have that many games to go to anyway.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm off to school.
Oh, have a nice day. Oh, have a nice day. I'm sure his team has a game or two. I also heard that he's really good at soccer. I mean, it doesn't make sense that I don't go to his game, right? Yeah.
On my first day of the game, I didn't particularly tell my aunt that I had a soccer game that day.
This is your first time playing in a soccer game, right? Good luck!
Well, I'll take it easy.
If you score a goal, I'll treat you to a beef ball.
Seriously? I'll definitely score a goal then.
KJ?
Huh?
I heard you're in the starting lineup. That's amazing, especially since you're a high school freshman. I knew you'd do it, KJ.
How did you find out? I mean, how did you even get here?
I'm pretty good at what I do, you know? So getting all kinds of information from people is super easy.
Wow, you must be really persuasive.
It's a piece of cake. Well, Anne, go on and give it your all. If you score a goal, I'll treat you to sukiyaki.
Hey, we made a deal that I treat him to a beef bowl. Beef's already taken.
It'll be sushi then. Sushi!
I'll do my best. This was the first time I was in the starting lineup. And the first time my aunt watched the game. This is also a very good memory that I have of that time. I scored a hat trick in this game, which led me to become the regular player on our team.
Well done. Now that's what I'm talking about.
You are so cool. You really looked great out there.
You are. You were shouting at the top of your lungs and it felt like we were at a concert or something.
Oh, geez. No, Hassan, please don't say it like that. Ha 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 ha. You two look happy.
Oh gosh. You've really come a long way, KJ.
Well, there's still a long way to go.
Yeah, you're right. This is just the beginning.
For the next 3 years of high school, my aunt took time off her work to come to every game. I think it was around this time that I finally began to open up to her. When it was time for me to take the entrance exam for a university, my aunt supported me as much as she could. And thanks to her, I passed the entrance exam for my first choice. It was the lower-ranked university, but I passed the entrance exam to the Faculty of Law.
Congratulations on passing the entrance exam.
Thanks. It's all thanks to you, Noah-san.
No, I didn't do anything. The reason why you wanted to study at the Faculty of Law is because you wanted to be a lawyer?
Yeah.
Then I know someone who's a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll introduce him to you. Maybe he can share his experience to you. And it'd be a great opportunity for you to get some valuable information. And speaking of lawyers, you'll need to be persuasive, since I'm really good at that. I'll teach you how to be persuasive.
Thanks! And so, my aunt introduced me to Oi-san. Actually, Ori-san is the head of a law firm. He's not one of those people who are just drunks.
If you want to become a lawyer, why don't you try working part-time at a place like this?
What's this?
It's a place where families with difficult home environment or kids without parents come to get advice and socialize. I believe it'd be a really good experience for you to work here.
I'd love to! And actually, a childhood friend of mine also wants to work in the legal field.
You're welcome to invite your friend too.
With everyone's support. I worked hard to become a lawyer. If anyone had been missing in my life, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I felt nothing but gratitude to everyone who had been very supportive. I owe them a lot, and I strongly believe that one day I would repay everyone the favor. 10 years later, that guy suddenly came over.
Hey, it's been a while.
What do you want now?
Actually, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. My medical team made a mistake, and we're getting sued by that patient who's really important.
So what?
KH is here, right? I want him to help me.
How dare you come here now? Asking for help when you're the one who abandoned him back then. Are you insane?
Shut up! You know what? We were just being kind because we all knew that was for the best.
Excuse me?
You weren't financially struggling. And we thought that rather than a busy person like me raising Keiichi, it was for the best if you were the one taking care of him. Noah. You also got to learn and experience a lot thanks to Keiichi, and you enjoyed taking care of him, right?
That's just the hindsight. You have no idea what Keiichi went through.
Anyway, Keiichi has an obligation to accept my request and...
I'm home, huh? You're?
Oh, you've grown a lot. You've matured into a handsome boy. Will you help me out? Come on, please.
You've become an amazing lawyer. Good job.
Are you here to request for a case?
I see. If so, I'll take it.
Well then, that makes everything much easier. Help me out. You owe me for everything I've done for you anyway. You can count on me for the contract fee. I have plenty of money.
All right then, let's discuss further at our office.
Oh, I will return the favor.
What? Gage is going to accept the request. Is he okay?
I decided to accept my stepdad's request as a lawyer. I already had some experience working on legal issues, and Yui has been supporting me as my assistant.
He said he'll accept the case.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Thank goodness.
I thought no lawyer would take that case.
Ha ha! Even if we lose the case, we can just blame it all on the lawyer.
That would mean little damage to the hospital, too.
I feel bad for that kid, but we deserve this. And in a way, it would be a good opportunity for him to pay back to us after all that we did for him.
I've been paying things like child support all this time. Of course, we deserve it.
Confident that they could leave all their responsibilities to us, my stepdad and his parents got carried away and went on a trip, and it looks like they enjoyed it. That's not the attitude of someone who felt bad for the mistakes he caused. There's no way I would ever forgive them.
Oh, Keiichi, what's up? What? You're turning down the case. What are you talking about? You're going to side with the VIP patient and take his case for free. What?
The things I found when I looked into the case was that the hospital was far too responsible for gross negligence. I quickly found out that my stepdad had no intention to take all that responsibility.
What is the meaning of this? How dare you do this to us when you owe us a favor?
What in the world is going on?
Huh? What do you mean? My way of paying you guys back is to knock you all down in a legal way.
Now, why would you do that?
It's obvious, isn't it? As family, correcting the wrongdoings of your own blood relatives is a normal thing, right? I'm going to beat your messed up personalities back into shape. So brace yourselves.
You just wait and see.
You'll pay for this?
You're going to regret this.
They left shouting those words, but lost the case instantly. The hospital ended up admitting to the mistakes they made and eventually went out of business. The hospital had been in existence ever since my grandparents' generation. But it all ended with one medical error, and it shows how terrible that medical error was. Now, with her hospital out of business, my grandparents' physical conditions rapidly worsened, and they can barely walk now. My stepdad was also in a huge debt, and he continues to work night shifts to somehow pay back the money he owes. After the trial was over, Noah, you and I went to visit Mom's grave. I wanted to update my mom about what happened. The trial ended without any issues.
Did Kaiichi couldn't do the right thing? Kaiichi-kun's mom, please continue to watch over him. A sister-in-law. Your son has grown up really well. I'm really grateful to you for giving birth to Koji. Thank you so much. Hey, there's a rainbow.
I wonder if Mom did that.
I guess she's saying that we all should continue doing our best.
My mom's never coming back, but I have Yui, who supports me, and Noah-san, who's really kind. Just like Mom, I'll continue to believe in myself and move forward.